Rushmore. Rushmore was released in 1998 and is directed by Wes Anderson and stars Jason Schwartzmen, Bill Murray, Olivia Williams and Brian Cox. And basically the film tells the story of Max Fisher, played by Jason Schwartzman in the film. He's a student at Rushmore Academy. He loves Rushmore Academy. He's in all the extracurricular activities there. He's not really good at the academic stuff, but he just loves Rushmore Academy. Long story short, he meets Bill Murray's character, and basically Max Fisher and Bill Murray's character starts from a bit of a strong bond with each other. And at the same time though, Bill Murray's character starts to become a bit of a mentor to Max Fisher. But at the same time though, Max Fisher also meets Olivia Williams' character, and Olivia Williams plays a teacher at Rushmore Academy. Max Fisher, a student at Rushmore Academy, falls in love with Olivia Williams' character, who is a teacher at Rushmore Academy. So you can see how that might go wrong, and basically, because of the age difference, and because of the way that Max Fisher tries to show his love for Olivia Williams' character, that basically gets him kicked out of Rushmore Academy, a school which he loves. But anyway, basically at the same time, Bill Murray's character also starts to fall in love with Olivia Williams' character. So basically, you have a bit of a love triangle between Max Fisher, Bill Murray's character, and Olivia Williams' character. And because of that love triangle, and because Max Fisher and Bill Murray's character are both in love with Olivia Williams' character, the strong bond that once existed between Max Fisher and Bill Murray's character slowly starts to gradually fall apart because they both love the same woman. Whilst at the same time, now Olivia Williams' character isn't really in love with either of them. She's still in love with her dead husband. So she's not really got over her dead husband, but she's got two men, well, I say two men, when Max Fisher's only 15 years old in this film, but she's got two men going after her in the film. But anyway, basically, the main plot of the film revolves about Max Fisher, who at the start of the film is this obnoxious, self-absorbed kid who goes to Rushmore Academy. Then through the course of the film, his life starts to change as he forms those strong bonds with those certain characters, like Bill Murray's character and Olivia Williams' character. As he forms those strong bonds, then his life starts to get better, but then his life starts to slowly fall apart as those bonds slowly start to fall away, and he starts to mess up all those bonds. However, in the third act of the film, he has his redemption, and he reforms all those bonds. He becomes more self-aware and starts to care for more people. He becomes almost the opposite that he was at the beginning of the film, and that's basically the plot of Rushmore. Try and explain it as best as possible. There's a few songs that are going out there. I haven't really mentioned Brian Cox, but he plays the headmaster at Rushmore Academy, and he does have a role to play in the film. He pops up every now and then, some pretty funny scenes. But yeah, that's basically the plot of Rushmore. It revolves around Max Fisher, played by Jason Schwartzman. He gets kicked out of Rushmore and starts to realise that his life needs to change. And the thing is, I really enjoy this film. I really didn't expect to. And the thing is, I smiled and I laughed through the entirety of the film. It is so funny. It is really well made. It's just really enjoyable to watch. I had a smile on my face through so many parts of this film, which is just so fun to watch. At the same time, the film does have those emotional moments where I personally think Wes Anderson films succeed the most. I think the best Wes Anderson films are ones that, you know, have that emotional punch, have that emotional moment when you get to them, you go, oh wow, I didn't see that coming, because you've had such an enjoyable time getting up to that emotional moment that when the emotional moment kicks in, you're just like, yes, that's the film working. That's the film working on another level. And that's where Rushmore works for me. It is really funny, but at the same time, it does have those emotional character moments, those moments in the film when you literally go, yes, that is what I wanted from this film, and that's when it delivers. And at the same time, like I said, the film is funny. It's got some really funny scenes, particularly there's one scene just after Max Fisher, played by Jason Schwartzman, who's, by the way, he's about 15 years old in this film. He puts on a hit play. Basically, his character, Bill Murray's character, Olivia Williams' character, and Luke Wilson's character. Luke Wilson shows up at one stage in the film. He shows up a couple of stages in the film, actually, but he shows up in the film as well. But basically, all these characters go to a dinner together right after Max Fisher has won a hit play. And honestly, just that dinner scene alone, I was laughing out loud because it was so funny. And I really didn't expect to laugh at this film. Honestly, I had such an enjoyable time with it. It is just a really enjoyable film, and it's got some really good performances as well. Like, I think this is the best Jason Schwartzman performance I've seen him do. I mean, I'm really starting to like Jason Schwartzman after seeing a good couple of Wes Anderson films now, and he's really good in this. This is my new favourite Jason Schwartzman performance. He's great in this film. At the same time, though, Bill Murray's also good in the film. You know, he plays that depressed, but at the same time, kind of charming character in the film, which you just really enjoy watching. There's some really funny moments with Bill Murray's character as well, but also some really emotional moments, which worked really well in the film. And at the same time, though, this film has a fantastic soundtrack, and this is where probably my only criticism comes with this film, and it's a bit of a silly criticism. There's one too many good songs in this film. It's a bit of a silly criticism, I know, because literally, I am basically just saying that there's a fantastic soundtrack, but honestly, towards the third act of the film, there starts to be one too many good songs, and like there's a song by John Lennon, then the Kings, then the Rolling Stones, and then another good song, then another good song, and I was like, whoa, it's one too many good songs. Can I just appreciate this really good song, then cut to one other good song? But there was a bit one too many good songs in the film. But I mean, even that's a bit of a silly criticism, because I'm literally just saying there, it's got such a fantastic soundtrack, and it really does. And at the same time, though, I think this is one of the lesser Wes Anderson films, if you go to me. Like, literally, if you looked at some of his back catalogue, some of his later filmography, like, you know, The Grand Budapest Budapest Hotel or Moonrise Kingdom or, you know, even the Darjeeling Limited, which I like quite a lot. You know, if you look at some of those films, they're quite two-dimensional, quite postmodern and quite wacky and quite fun to watch. And even though they might be live action films, they do look like a bit of cartoon in some stages. And I really like that about those films. But Rushmore is not like that. And to be honest, I kind of like that more in Rushmore. Because I think that works better in Rushmore, not having that, you know, cartoon element to it. I mean, it is still shot in a two-dimensional way. And at the same time, though, it is still postmodern in some scenes. But with the whole fact that it's not, you know, as two-dimensional or as postmodern as some of Wes Anderson's later films, I like that in this film because, you know, it is a coming-of-age film in the end. It's shot in a coming-of-age way. You really do feel like you're watching this film about a school child in the end, and that's what it is. It's about a student going through his adolescent life, and that works really well in the film. And I really, really liked that the fact that this was kind of a lesser Wes Anderson film, because I think that actually made it a bit more fun to watch and a bit more relatable, personally. And yes, it does have that sense, like I said before, in my view of the Darjeeling Limited. Like, you almost feel like the camera knows where the story's going in a Wes Anderson film before the actual characters do, and I really, really like that about it. And it's just a really enjoyable film in the end. I mean, it isn't a masterpiece by any means, but I did really enjoy watching it, and I didn't expect to. I mean, I expected to enjoy it, but not nearly as much as I did. And so for that reason, I'm going to say that Rushmore was a very big pleasant surprise. I'm going to give it about an 8.7 out of 10. I mean, it's not for everyone, and that's fine. You know, every film is subjective in some sort of way. You know, some people might watch Rushmore and might absolutely love it, and some people might just not think it's as great as I do. Personally, I really, really like it. I really expect to. And it's another Wes Anderson film that I really like, which I'm really happy about. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Jason Schwartzman's performance. I really enjoyed Bill Murray in the film. I mean, all the other performances are quite enjoyable as well, but they're the two particular standouts, and, you know, the scenes between them two work really well, both on a comedy level and both on an emotional level. And at the same time, though, the music of the film, it works really well. Like, even though, you know, there being these contemporary soft rock songs, I mean, being around for a while, the songs almost feel like they've been made for this film in the best way possible. And yes, it has that Wes Anderson sense about it, you know, the Wes Anderson trademark, that two-dimensional direction and that postmodern-esque about it, but at the same time, it's one of those lesser Wes Anderson films, which I think works really well in the film. It is a coming-of-age film. I really liked it. There are some relatable moments in the film which work personally really, really well for me. I laughed out loud, and honestly, I really, really enjoyed Rushmore. And so for that reason, I'm going to say that Rushmore is an 8.7 out of 10 from me. Anyway guys, what do you think of Rushmore? Do you hate it, or have you just not watched it? If not, why not? Please do comment down below and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Anyway guys, thank you as always for watching. If you haven't yet, please do click down below and like, subscribe on the video, and look forward to many more both film and TV reviews coming very, very soon on this channel. See you guys again soon, but bye for now. Bye!